Dogs have lifetime rewards? Dude, The Sims 4 could never.
Warrior Cat's D&D, but I've never played D&D before, and a player talks about The Sims for the whole intro. Apologies for the issues with visuals, recording, and audio. I've never done this before.
Dude, I'm just so not used to the Sims 3 movement controls still. It's crazy. Something that makes me really mad about this game is whenever I buy a house and it doesn't come with any showers. It's just all just all tubs. Makes me very mad. Oh, I love the shower bathtubs. Those are my favorite. Because then you can just have both.
Mm-hmm.
And I changed my mind. I don't like that shower. Like this one, it has 3 bathtubs and not a single actual shower. So they take forever to get clean. Okay, so apparently she doesn't like taking baths. What the f*** is our house? We got fucking robbed!
Oh my.
What the fuck did they steal? It wasn't the bird or the birdhouse. I thought it was weird that the game stopped fast forwarding, but I don't have my music on, so I didn't notice anything. They stole our bathtub!
Oh my god. They knew you didn't want it.
Put in a shower now. Bugs. Bugs on the floor. Bugs on the floor. Bugs on the floor. There's just these dirt piles in our driveway, and I can't do anything with them. I said there's an option right here that says confess to watching you while you sleep.
Whoa.
That shit is crazy.
Sorry, I got like weirdly nervous for a second. But you guys remember, last thing that happened was you two snuck out. Well, technically, sorry, I blanked on names for a second. Holopop snuck out, and oh my god, why am I forgetting names so much? Hold on. Gentle Paw was out collecting herbs and managed to find 4 medium quality burnet before she noticed that Hollow was sneaking out. Following after her, they both managed to get kidnapped by Two Legs while Hollowpaw was trying to go see her friend from another clan. You don't stay awake very long as the stress makes you both pass out while you're stuck in the Two Legs monster. When you guys wake up, you are sorry, let me get my words together. I've never been good at I've never been good at reading out loud, and for some reason my brain's doing the same thing as that right now. But yeah. You guys both.
I mean, it's like your first time DMing, so.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you just gotta practice.
It's so much more awkward just saying it out loud, but I want to get through it. But you guys both wake up on thin mats that barely hide how hard the surface is underneath you. You're a bit high off of the ground, seemingly, stuck in some sort of small enclosure within a 2-leg nest. The thing in front of you is lines woven together, but very straight and cold. And it doesn't seem to want to budge. There's some little block on the outside of it. Seems like that's what's keeping it closed. You can smell each other even through the 2-leg stench, and it doesn't seem like any of the 2 legs are inside right now. Though the bright lights are still on. I'm not sure what to do now.
I am thinking.
I wish I had my dice. I have some physical dice, I just don't know where they've gone.
Yeah, we do have the bot unmuted, so you can do 1d8 or 2d6 or whatever you need to.
Okay, let me pull up my own stuff.
I was debating whether or not I have some images I pulled up for reference for myself to help myself kind of think and visualize. I I was debating whether or not it would be more fun to give you guys it or not, because that way, when it's the human structures, it does kind of give you that sense if you don't really know what this is, like the cats would logically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's more fun.
Yeah,
At least for
maybe when it
me.
comes to like the force and whatnot, I'll give you guys it.
Yeah, for the stuff they would know, give us visualizers, but for the stuff they wouldn't, don't. At least, again, for me.
Yeah, the room you guys are
Well,
in isn't terribly big. It's like, it's medium sized. It's probably smaller than you guys' camp. Seems there's a lot more of these containers you're in than just yours, but most of them don't have any other animals in them. Few seem to have other cats, but none that you can recognize.
can Gentlepaw attempt to figure out what that little, like, box thing on her enclosure is? Or where she's being kept? And figure out what it does?
I forgot you have a -2 to perception.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to roll a 1d20, we'll see if you can figure it out.
Oh, a 12! Or does that not count? Does that not count?
We'll count it, and you have the +1 to investigation. So you fiddle with the box a little bit, and you can tell that that's what's keeping the sort of fine structure in front of you closed. You can tell that there's some sort of latch on there, but you can't quite get it with your claws.
Alright, Gentlepaw is going to try to call out the Hollow Paw to see if she's okay, and also to inform her of the little box keeping them inside.
Okay. With that information in mind, Halapa is going to make an attempt to reach out to this little box and fiddle with it to see if she can do anything about getting it open.
That's a good idea, because I think she has more dexterity than Gentlepaw does, so she'd probably have an easier time.
Alright,
Gentlepaw's got very itty bitty little legs.
Plus,
She
she's
Should
got
cannot
really
lift
I-
that
tiny
little box.
legs.
Okay.
I know.
I know it's a 1d20, but I should know what modifier I'll need to
Yeah,
add.
it's definitely going to be something with dexterity. I'm just debating if I should go into one of the specific skills or not. I think we can just go with your dexterity modifier.
Alright.
Ability.
I have received a 16 on this
Ooh.
roll.
Yep, and you've got that 1+ with your dexterity, so you've got a 17. You managed to
Yep.
hook your you managed to hook your claws in the latch, and while it's a little bit difficult, you managed to get it open. The vines pass. Sorry. The vines give way on one side, and the sort of door swings open. You can look down and see that you're not very far from the ground, so you can jump out pretty easily, but you don't know if you're going to be able to reach Gentlepaw to get her out.
Is that only if I jump down, or is there any way for...
Unfortunately, the way the door swings is basically in the same direction as her cage, so it would be really difficult to reach the little box on hers. And because of how the way is situated, it's a little bit too tall for you to be able to reach it while you're on the ground, unless maybe you find something you can stand on or something like that.
So I would like to have Halapa jump down and do a bit more investigation of the room now that she's out of this weird vine box.
That there are wooden structures with stone on top of them that look like they're holding things that the two legs use. Underneath some of those, they have a gap where there's another thing that seems to be made of wood. It has got 4 tall pillars and then a sort of flat wooden base, along with another flat wooden slab going upright. I'm pretty sure you can figure out what this is.
I'm actually struggling here. Wait, run back over the basic description?
So it is 4 thin wood pillars going up, and then you have a flat wooden piece on top of it that's not very thick. And then you have another flat wooden piece, but it's on one side going upright instead of horizontal.
So
Is this some kind of desk? A desk or a table?
Yeah.
I'm
It's not quite as tall
It's
as
a
that.
chair!
So, yes.
It's a chair! Okay.
A chair.
Okay, so I've seen a chair. Good start.
Wow, that's crazy technology these two legs have.
It's wild.
Where in the room is this chair?
So there's actually several of them, and they are pushed underneath openings within the structure I described earlier, the wooden boxes with the stone on top, which I think you can figure out what that is. There's also seemingly some sort of thin material on top of some of these stone slabs. Looks a little bit like herbs, but it's completely white.
So I get the chairs. For the stone slab thing, are we discussing some kind of table or counter in that case?
I don't know if I should technically be saying yes or no, but
Fair enough, fair enough.
I will say
I'm just trying to visualize it in my head.
Yeah, it definitely would be a little confusing for the kiddies, but the wooden things are taller than you, probably about the height of like when you're on all four paws, probably about 2.5 of you tall. No, maybe like three of you tall about. And then the gaps in between are where the chairs are slotted into. There also seems to be some sort of wooden panel on the front of these things, like a couple, about 2 or 3 of them, each one above the other, and they have metal, or I guess I shouldn't technically say metal, but oh well, I said metal. Cold hard material on the front that seems to have a gap in it.
Is this some kind of like operating table or something? Oh god,
Is
we're
there
gonna get
anything-
neutered.
Is there anything that I can actively push, that Holopod can actively push to be able to get up to Gentle Paw's cage to get her out?
Well, you can try pushing the what we've established are chairs. There's also more stuff on top of the desk if you want to try to get up there. The chairs aren't super heavy, but they will take a little bit of work to move.
Okay, let's do a little bit more investigative work. I would like to jump up on the desk and look around for what we've got there. Would you like me to roll anything for that?
You jump on top of this, and you can see there are several thin things stacked on top of each other. They're almost like herbs or leaves in the texture. And they're not very big. They have some sort of black stuff on them. It's something two-leg-ish and weird. You don't really care about it much. There's also these cold, tall slabs of something. They're all black, and they have a smaller thing in front of them. And when you touch them, some little parts on it will go up and down and make a clicking noise, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
I regret not
Right.
having visuals. I would like the visuals actually, pretty please.
It's kind of funny like this.
I know, but still, I pinky promise I won't metagame.
If you insist.
Alright,
Do you want the visual as well, or do you want me to just send it to Magma?
just to Magma's fine. I'm enjoying kind of the mental figuring it out.
Yeah.
Alright,
Sure, we can also say
Holopaw.
We can say Magma understands it better because Magma's been stuck in the cage this whole time looking at everything.
Yeah, we can do that, whereas I've been actively, like, just wandering around the room and being a little overwhelmed.
Oh no.
Okay,
Yeah, you can see what
I don't
was
like that oh
saying.
no, but I can't metagame with that knowledge, so, Holopaw's gonna jump back down and, take some effort to try and get, Gentle Paw free.
Before Holopod does that, may
Oh.
I roll to attempt to have Gentlepaw try to undo the lock or the square thing on her vine enclosure?
Oh,
A natural or a dirty one. Okay, a dirty
one. Dirty, awful one.
That makes sense.
That's really
That-
funny.
That
That
is
is
so
makes
bad at
sense.
this.
Her little legs, they're too little.
Her little
They're
legs.
too little.
You try to push your
Yeah.
paw through the grate, like right below where your wrist is, like kind of your little kitty forearm gets stuck just a little bit below where your elbow is, like where the not elbow I guess, but where your leg would bend. So you've got about
Yeah,
half of
and I
your
also
leg
match-
stuck in the vines.
And I imagine how big the enclosure is. It's just probably just too tall as well, depending on what size it is.
Yeah,
Is it a size? Is
it-
the enclosure something that would fit her size, or is it more for a bigger cage that would be more that would be able to hold like a older cat?
It's a bit bigger than her. She's about half the height of the cage, and it's decently roomy. But because the little box is about square in the middle of where the cages, but obviously off to one of the sides. She is able to reach it, or at least she would be if she didn't just get her paw stuck. So, then Elm wanted to see if Holopot can scooch the chair over, so let's see, that would be a strength. I did update your bio, by the way, because I did realize I accidentally gave you a 1 plus on athletics, but you actually have a very even 0 on strength, so it's just 0 on athletics. You don't do anything with that. So,
Alright.
yeah, so we can just do a normal strength roll, so just give me a 1d20 for that.
10 right there.
10.
Nice and pretty even. The bot is treating me well.
Yep, I think that makes
Indeed.
sense. So it takes a little bit of effort, but you manage to scooch the chair over to where Holopot is. It's now about, you're just a little bit shy of the floor of where her cage is, and so if you jump on that, you will be able to reach the lock.
I would like to do that, please.
Are you going to try to get her paw out, or are you going to fiddle with the lock?
Ideally, I'd like to do both, but I think one of those has priority, and that would be getting Gentle's foot out of the lock, or out of the vines.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Gentlepaw is
if you two want to
Gentlepaw is
discuss
like
how you're
squirming around.
yeah, if you two
She's
want
trying
to
to get her
discuss
paw
how your
unstuck.
characters are going to do that, since now you guys are face to face, you can probably talk to each other about how you're going to try to get her paw out.
Oh, yes. I think when Hollopaw kind of gets up there, she's gonna be like, Gentlepaw, are you alright? Just kind of start simple. Just checking
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, keep in mind also. I was
What
just
were
going
you
to
gonna
say,
say,
keep in
Arrow?
mind that this is also the first time you guys have gotten to really properly talk since getting kidnapped, because I imagine Gentlepaw was probably following a little bit behind, and so she didn't really get up to there until it was probably something like Hollopaw got snatched up and Gentlepaw went, oh, I have to help, and then also got snatched up, so they haven't gotten to properly talk until just now.
Alright.
Hollopaw
So
might not have
definitely
even
some...
fully realized that Gentlepaw got kidnapped until just now when she saw her. She just kind of smelled a clanmate.
Okay, so I think Hollopaw is going to be checking in on Gentle and just kind of doing a quick sort of mental check of how we're all doing right now. What's Gentle doing? I don't want to keep yapping for me.
Gentlepaw was squirming her arm around trying to get it unstuck until Hollopaw showed up. And once Hollopaw checked in on her, she said she was fine. However, her voice is very uneven and shaking. She's very obviously deeply afraid of what is going on. She had been looking at the other cats or any other animals that are stuck in these enclosures with sympathy, and also very afraid that so many cats, and even if there's not like a whole lot, that there's other cats here as well.
Yeah, there's definitely
and
a
that
couple.
clearly, yeah, obviously these two legs are trapping cats in these enclosures, and it is deeply concerning to her. So she is very distressed about the situation at Paw, but she's trying to she's trying to remain calm once Hollopaw started talking to her.
I would say that Hollopaw currently, like, her outward appearance in the situation is unnervingly calm. Like, she's just trying to, she's locked in on getting out, and now that she is trying to help Gentlepaw, locked in on helping Gentlepaw get out as well.
Or no, wait, did Elm finish what,
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I think you
I
described how you were
was
looking.
waiting for your call on how we are getting Gentlepaw's paw out of the vines.
Was that to Magma or me? Because I assumed it was to Magma.
That was to you.
Oh, to me?
That was to you, as the DM.
Oh, okay, you didn't say how you were going to try to get her paw out
Because
yet,
I wasn't
so that's why I was
sure.
waiting.
I wasn't sure if I need to roll for that. If we're rolling against each other. If
So you guys need to figure out how you want to get her paw out. If you want to try, you could try pushing it through on her side. She could try pulling it out. If you want to try getting the thing open first to try and pull that away from her paw instead. Or if you want to see if there's anything else in the room that could maybe help you get her paw out. Or if you want to try to brute strength push her paw out while she tries to pull on it, you know. Your teeth on the vines, or trying to maybe pull at the fur around her paw to get it looser.
Well, this is all for Gentle Paw's sake. We are attempting to get Gentle Paw's paw out. So, Gentle Paw, how would you like to proceed?
Hmm.
I believe that you should have some agency in this situation, as the one who is still trapped.
I imagine Gentlepod is just going to go with whatever Hollowpaw decides. Although she might be a little adverse to like trying to like physically yank it out because that's probably gonna hurt. So she'd probably prefer a more gentler way of doing it, and anything really drastic as a last resort.
All right. Well,
Amputation.
it was said before that we could not really make the vines budge, so I don't think putting teeth on that would help. So I think Hollowpaw is just gonna try and get the lock undone so they can hopefully just pull that kind of away from each other, sort of thing.
After a little bit of fidgeting, you manage to get the box to unlock. You're able to pull away the cage a little bit, but you can tell it's still stuck around her paw a little bit. Seems like some of her fur might be tangled within the vines now, because she was
Oh no!
she was wiggling around so much. She's got thick fur.
Oh dear.
I love how Hollowpaw gets out immediately, and Gentlepaw just makes it so much worse for herself. Poor Gentlepaw.
She's just a little baby. She doesn't know.
She just wanted to help. She didn't want Hollowpaw to get kidnapped all alone.
Alright, I do believe that Gentlepaw should be given a chance to do something now that the door is somewhat open.
I mean, if nothing else works, you can always try to jump the cage with your paw still stuck and see if it comes out.
She's gonna fucking break her paw if she does that shit.
She's not doing that. She's not doing that.
DIY amputation.
So she's just going to kind of inspect where her arm is stuck. She's gonna kind of wince at the fact that her fur seems to be tangled up. How tangled up is it? Is it like severely tangled up, where she cannot pull it out, or is it like a little bit of fur strand stuck in like the creases of these metal vines?
It's mostly thin fur strands that are a little bit stuck around the vines. So she could pull it, it would just hurt. But the problem is that she shoved her paw in a way to where the actual like meat of her leg is a little bit stuck as well, so it would probably hurt to pull her paw out, but she could do it if she tried.
She's going to ask, well, how open is the door now?
Only a little bit, because obviously her leg is stuck, but if she, like, shuffles herself towards the edge of the thing, it can open more. Part 2 coming soon, hopefully. Lick and surf, guys. Bye-bye.